Hello and welcome to Dr. Varsha Gaitonde's channel. Here are around 700 quick facts about agriculture which are repeatedly asked in many of the competitive exams. Before going to any exam, you just glance it and go. Minimum 10 questions will appear from here. The first and foremost is father of agronomy is answer Peter Dickenson. Dr. Bivant Rajesh, the founder of relay cropping, or he is also called as father of relay cropping. The Directorate of Cropping System Research is located at Modipuram, which is in Meerut, Uttar Pradesh. Scientific study of mixed cropping was first done by La Flige in 1928. Relay cropping concept was derived from relay race. Natural resource management is an example of sustainable agriculture. Cropping system is a component of farming system. When the subcrop are sown to supplement of yield of the main crop, the subcrops are also known as augmenting crop. Here see, just remember the keywords here, because whenever multiple choice questions are given to you, there will be probability of more confusion. So if you remember the exact keyword, you won't get confusion. The main crop is grown in the center, surrounded by hardy or thorny crops. The subcrop is known as guard crop. Yield of both crops growing together are found to be higher than the yield of their pure crops on unit area. Such cropping is known as synergetic cropping. Cash crops are those crops which may be sold directly from the field without processing, like vegetables, potato, sugarcane, like that. Formula of cropping intensity is total cropping area divided by total sown area into 100. Growing of two or more crops on the same field in a year is called multiple cropping. Practice of raising grasses or pasture is also known as lay farming. In India, maximum acreage and production of wheat is in Uttar Pradesh. Type of fruit of wheat is caryopsis. Optimum temperature for ideal germination of wheat is 20 to 25 degree Celsius. Norin 10 gene was brought to USA by S.C. Salmon 1984. Dwarf winter variety of wheat first time developed through using Norin gene by Dr. O. A. Vogel from USA. Triple gene dwarf variety were released in 1970. Double gene dwarf variety of wheat are HD 2204, Janak, UP 215, Pratap, Kalyan Sona, Arjun, and Sonora 64. Similarly, single gene dwarf varieties are Sonalika, Girija, UP 262, WL 2711, Larma Rojo 64A. Protein found in wheat flour, which is helpful for chapati making, is gluten. Central zigzag axis of wheat is called as rachis. Mexican dwarf wheat was evolved by Dr. Norman E. Borlaug. The toxic alkaloid found in the leaves of sorghum crop is dhurin or HCN. CSH1 was released as first dwarf sorghum hybrid in 1964. Camel crop is sorghum, native of Jawar is Africa, probably Ethiopia and Sudan area. Maximum area and production of Jawar found in Maharashtra in India. Jawar is poor in lysine but rich in leucine. Fluorescence of Jawar is also known as panicle. First hybrid variety of bajra is HP1, released in 1965, developed by PAU Ludhiana. Protein content in bajra is 11 to 12%. Origin is Africa. It is sensitive to waterlogging and acidic soils. Largest producer state of cotton in India is Gujarat. Bad opening of ball is known as Tirrak. In cotton, the maturity of fiber is judged by areometer. H777 is the cultivar of cotton. Hybrid 4 is the first commercial cotton of world developed by Dr. C.T. Patel in 1970. who is also known as father of hybrid cotton. The leaves of cotton becomes reddish in color due to decreased nutrient uptake and moisture. Reddish color will happen due to decreased nutrient uptake and moisture. Origin of cotton, there are different centers of origin, but one is from India. If the species are given, then you will get the clarity. Cotton belongs to family Malvaceae. Intraspecific hybrid of cotton is hybrid 6, Savita and Surya. Interspecific hybrids are Varalakshmi, DCH32, HB224, etc. One seed of cotton has 60,000 to 80,000 fibers. Ginning percent is equal to weight of lint divided by weight of seed cotton taken for ginning into 100. Removal of lower leaves which come in contact with soil and lose their commercial value is known as priming process. Priming method is used in cigarette and wrapping tobacco or wrapper tobacco. Main aim of topping and dehusking is to divert the energy and nutrient of plant from flower to leaves. Means wherever leaves are the commercial part, this is an important practice. Removal of the lateral branches or suckers or axillary buds is called desuckering. Central Tobacco Research Institute is situated at Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh, which was established in 1947. Richest source of protein among the food grain is pulse. Headquarter of Directorate of Pulse Research is at Kanpur, UP. The pulse crop which doesn't fix nitrogen from atmosphere is rajma. Word pulse is derived from French pottage or porridge means soup. The term legume is taken from Latin word means to collect. India is the largest producer of gram. The sour taste of gram leaf is due to the presence of malic acid, which is of about 60%, and oxalic acid. Gram is nothing but chana. Okay. Shelling percent of pea is 49%. Harvest index of arhar is 19%. Origin of arhar is from Africa. Queen of cereal is called maize. You tell me what is king of cereals. The composite cultivars of maize are Kisan, Jawahar, Amber, Vijay, Sona, Vikram, etc. Maize is a C4 plant. India ranks first in the state in area and production in maize cultivation is Uttar Pradesh. Maize protein is called zine. Male inflorescence of maize is tassel. The critical stage for water application in maize is tasseling and silking stage. Indian scientists shared World Food Prize for Miracle Maize is Surinder K. Vassal in the year 2000. Origin of maize is from Mexico. All India Coordinated Maize Improvement Project was started in 1957 in New Delhi. Double cross technique for hybrid seed production was developed by D.F. John in 1920. Idea of hybrid maize was first conceived by East and Shell in 1910. Criteria of harvesting of sugarcane is withering of lower leaves, bricks 20%, sucrose 15%. Three criteria for harvesting or maturity of sugarcane are withering of the lower leaves, 20% of the bricks in the cane, and 15% of sucrose in the canes. Algin planting method of sugarcane is evolved by Allahabad Agriculture Institute, Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. Adsali sugarcane is common in Maharashtra state. Sugarcane is planted in furrows because it reduces lodging. Inflorescence of sugarcane is generally called arrow or open panicle. Sucrose content in cane is 13 to 14%. Sugar from juice is 6 to 10%. Hand refractometer reading for sugarcane maturity is about 20%. Sugarcane Breeding Institute is situated at Coimbatore. Adsali sugarcane crop matures in 18 months. Father of hybrid rice. Coming to rice crop, young long ping is father of hybrid rice. India's first dwarf variety released during 1968 was Jaya. World's first high-yielding semi-dwarf basmati rice variety is Pusa Basmati 1. World's first super rice variety for saline alkaline soil is Lunishri. These varieties will create confusion in you like Jayaratna, Lunishri, so that you should have the clear cut differentiation for what purpose they are developed is very important. Harvesting of paddy is done at a moisture content 21 to 23 degrees Celsius percent. First mutant variety of rice is Jagannath, which was developed by gamma ray irradiation of T141. That means the parental variety of Jagannath is T141. Gas released from paddy field is methane. Shri technique was originated in Madagascar in 1987 by Professor Henry D. Lullen. First superfine aromatic basmati rice hybrid is Pusa RH10. Oilseed production program was started during 1990 to 91. Technology Mission on Oilseed was established in 1986. National Research Center for Groundnut was established at Junagadh, Gujarat. Indian Central Oilseed Committee was established in 1947. AICRP on oilseed was established in 1967. Here, two things are important. Central Indian Central Oilseed Committee was established in 1947, whereas AICRP on oilseed in 1967. Main adulteration in mustard is Argimon Mexican oil, that is a weed. Mustard fruit is known as silic. Pungency of mustard is due to isothiocyanate. National Seed Corporation was established in 1963 March. Seed Act was passed in 1966 29 December. Tetrazolium test was done for viability and vigor. Indian Seed Act came in force in 1969, 2nd October. NSE started functioning from July 1963. Headquarter of NSE is Pusa campus, New Delhi. National Seed Project was launched in 1976. World meteorology is derived from Greek language. International Meteorological Organization was established in 1873. Division of Agriculture Meteorology at Pune, Maharashtra was established in 1932. Solar radiation is measured by pyranometer, which is total incoming radiation measurement. Agroecological zones in India is 8 as per NARP ICR. 21 by NBSS LUP, but now only 20. Agroclimatic zones are 15 numbers are formed in India during 7th 5-year plan, that is during 1988. Greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, CFC, CH4, etc. Indian Meteorological Department was established in 1875. Wind velocity is measured by anemometer. Father of agroclimatology is Koppen. Koppen classified the climate based on temperature and precipitation. Study of weather is called meteorology. Term weed was first used by Jethro Tull. National Research Center for Weed Science is situated at Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. Commercial mycoherbicide first appeared in market in USA in early 1980s. National Horticulture Board was established at Gurugram, Haryana. First All India Coordinate Floriculture Improvement Project was established or started in 1971. Central Temperate Horticulture Research Institute is located at Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. International Institute of Horticulture is at Brazil. Father of pomology is Decandole. National Horticulture Board established in 1984. First Deputy Director General of Horticulture was K.L. Chadda, Dr. K.L. Chadda. Vegetable rank first among vegetable crops in production of the world is potato. In India, potato was introduced by Portuguese in 1965. This is Potato was introduced by Portuguese in 17th century. Research on potato was started at IARI New Delhi in 1935. The International Potato Center was established in 1971 in Peru. Central Potato Research Institute established in 1949. Seed plant technique was developed by Dr. Pushkarnath. Headquarter of CPRI was shifted from Patna to Simla in 1956. True potato seed concept was first realized to raise commercial crop in India by Dr. S. Rajaraman, who was Dr. S. Ramanujam, who was first director of CPRI. Cauliflower was introduced in India by Dr. Jemson from Kew Garden, London in 1822. Male sterility in cauliflower was introduced by Pearson in 1981. The toxic substance of cucurbits is cucurbitacin, hormone used in cucurbits to modify sex and to induce femaleness is GA and NAA. Seedless variety of mango is Sindhu, which is developed by FRS Vengurla. Most exported variety of mango is Alfonso. Black tip of mango is a physiological disorder due to brick kiln fumes, mostly carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, or deficiency of boron. Incompatibility found in mango is gametophytic. Mango variety most suitable for high density planting is Amrapali. Mango inflorescence contains male and hermaphrodite flowers. Off-season mango variety is Niranjan. Only mutant cultivar of mango is Rosica. Magnifera contains about 41 species. Regular bearing varieties of mangoes are Neelam, Bangalora, Pairi, etc. Mosambik is a sweet orange cultivar introduced from Mozambique. The edible portion of citrus fruit is juicy placental hairs. First record of the name grapefruit in Jamaica was in 1814. Banana breeding was first started in Imperial College of Tropical Agriculture in Trinidad in 1922. Banana breeding was started in India in 1949 at Central Banana Research Station, Aduthurai in Tamil Nadu. Banana can be stored at minus 13 degrees Celsius and 85 degree relative humidity. Banana initiate flowering 9 to 12 months after planting. Notice is papaya is tropical Africa or native of papaya is tropical America. The yellow pigment of papaya is due to carica xanthin. Papaya is the richest source of vitamin A next to mango, which contains 2020 IU per 100 gram fruit. King of temperate fruit is apple. Family of this is Rosaceae. Mother of all delicious group of cultivars is red delicious. King of arid fruits is burr. Commercial propagation method of grape is hardwood cutting. In India, the black soil is mostly found in Tamil Nadu. That is, sorry, black soils are mostly found in the Deccan Plateau, whereas red soils are found in Tamil Nadu. Soil which is most suitable for most of the crops is sandy loam, which are mostly found with alluvial soils in the river belts. Red color in the red soils is due to presence of various oxides of irons. The vertical section of soil showing the various layers from the surface to the unaffected parent material is known as soil profile. This is very important. Here again you will get confusion. Vertical section of soil showing various layers from the surface to the unaffected parent material is known as soil profile. Management of soil particles and their aggregate into certain defined is called soil structure. Particle density of soil is also known as true density. Generally, the particle density of normal soil is 2.65 grams per cubic centimeter. Bulk density of normal soil is 1.33 grams per cubic centimeter. Formula of porosity of soil is porosity is equal to 100 minus bulk density divided by particle density. Certain exchange capacity CEC of Montmorillonite is 60 to 100 ME per 100 gram. The first soil classification system was developed by Russian scientist Dekuchea in 1880. US classification system of soil orders are 10. Formula of bulk density is weight of soil divided by volume of solids and pores. Law of minimum was given by Lebig in 1840. Topmost mineral horizon is A horizon. Exchangeable sodium percentage is also known as soluble percentage. The term pH was introduced by Sorensen in 1900. Energy exchange element are H and O, hydrogen and oxygen. K and Na is determined by flame photometer. Micronutrient is also known as trace element, oligo element, or spurned elements. Crop logging technique was given by H.F. Clements. Metal nutrients are K, Fe, calcium, magnesium, manganese, zinc, and Cu. Highly mobile nutrients are NPK. Criteria of essentiality was proposed by Arnon and Stout in 1939. The term functional nutrient was proposed by Nicholas in 1961. Moderate mobile nutrient is zinc. FIM or farmyard manual contains 0.5% nitrogen, 0.2% P2O5 and 0.5% K2O. Means nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus content is given in farmyard manual. P is available at 6 to 7 pH. Biofertilizers are rhizobium, azotobacter, azospirillum, PSB, VAM, BGA, etc. Approximately 20 grams of rhizobium culture is required to treat 1 kg seed. One packet of rhizobium culture contains 20 grams of rhizobium culture. Azotobacter is used for rice, cotton, sugarcane. Azospirillum biofertilizer used for sorghum. The cytoplasm and nucleus combinedly called as protoplasm. Cell theory was proposed by M.J. Scleeden and Theodore Swan. Term lysometer was given by Dave in 1955. Main function of Golgi bodies is packaging of food material like proteins, lipids, etc. Functions of ribosomes are protein synthesis. Term mitochondria was given by Benda in 1897. Simple microscope was invented by Galileo in 1610. Shortest phase of all mitosis phase is anaphase. Meiotic division is also known as reductional division. Term mitosis was coined by Fleming in 1882. Mitosis occur in somatic cells. Segregation occur during meiosis. Longest mitotic phase is prophase. Absorption spectrum of photosynthesis is blue and red. Action spectrum of photosynthesis is red and blue. Dark reaction was discovered by Blackman. Dark reaction is also known as Blackman reaction or C3 cycle. Main site of dark reaction of photosynthesis is stroma. The evaporation of water from plant is called transpiration. Evaporation from soil and transpiration combined are called evapotranspiration. C4 plant proposed by Hatch and Slack in 1970. The dark reaction process of photosynthesis has been named variously like Calvin cycle or Blackman reaction. Light reaction is also known as Hill reaction. In photosynthesis, the solar energy converts into chemical energy. Term osmosis given by Abel Nuttall in 1748. The term diffusion pressure deficit was given by Mayer in 1938. Term imbibition was given by Sachs. Imbibition pressure is also known as metric potential. Root pressure word was coined by Stephen Hales. Father of physiology is Stephen Hales. Soilless cultivation of plants is known as hydroponics or aeroponics also, where soil is not at all required. Rate of transpiration is determined by porometer. Loss of sap or water from injured parts of the plant is bleeding. Approximately 90% of the world photosynthesis is carried out by marine and freshwater algae. Net production of ATP in glycolysis is 2. Growth rate is measured by axonometer and crescograph. Photoperiodism term was coined by Lysenko in 1920. Apical bud dominance is caused by auxin. Hormone used as a herbicide is auxin, that is 2,4-D. Hormone related to drought tolerance is abscisic acid. The dormancy breaking hormone is cytokinin. Stress hardening in plants can be active by ABA. Fruit ripening hormone is ethylene. Term auxin was coined by Wendt of Holland in 1905. Wendt's auxin is known as indole 3-acetic acid or IAA. Auxin hormones are IAA, IBA, NAA, 2,4-D, 2,4,5-T, MCPA, IPA, TBA, etc. Shedding of plant parts is due to ABA hormones. Cyclosol or triple C is a growth retardant. Most widely used auxin herbicides are 2,4-D, 2,4,5-T, MCPA. Gibberellins were first discovered in Japan. Hormones are also known as photohormones, growth substances. Main auxin is also known as IAA or indolacetic acid. Root promoting hormone is IBA. Precursor of IAA is tryptophan. Synthesis of IAA in plants require zinc. The term phytohormone for hormones of plant is suggested by Thiman in 1948. Term genetic resources was coined by Frankel. Mendel began his famous experiments on pea in 1857. Mendel's paper entitled Experiments in Plant Hybridization was presented in German language paper in 1865, which was between February 8th to March 8th. Means the journal duration was in between this period. Mendel's paper published in the annual proceedings of society in 1866. Term genetics was coined by Bateson in 1905. Term gene genotype phenotype given by Johnson in 1903. Germplasm theory was proposed by Weismann. Crossing over term used first time by Morgan and Kettle in 1911. Operon model of gene regulation was discovered by Jacob and Monod in 1961. Term chromosome was coined by Waldier in 1888. One gene, one enzyme hypothesis was proposed by Beadle and Tatum in 1941. First time gene was derived into cystone, muton, recon by Benzer in 1955. Sex chromosomes are also known as allosomes. Crossing over occurs in pectin stage. Tendency of two or more genes to remain together in the same chromosome during inheritance is referred as linkage. Charismatic theory of crossing over was proposed by Jensens. Remember, you should know the spellings of Johnson, Jensen, and all because they're all everybody's contribution is different. For example, here Jensen spelling is different, and before this we also talked about the person who coined gene genotype phenotype who was Johnson. Okay. Genetic balance system of sex determination was proposed by Bridges in 1922. Monogenic sex determination is found in asparagus, papaya, maize, spinach. Homozygous progeny of a self-pollinated homozygous plant is known as pureline. Concept of pureline theory was developed by Johnson in 1903, who is a Danish biologist. Breeding method for self-pollinated crops are pureline selection, mass method, progeny selection, bulk breeding, pedigree, single seed descent, and backcross method. Multiline variety is a mixture of several pure lines. Bulk method was first used by Nelson Ehle in 1908. Modified bulk method is single seed descent. In pure line theory, Johnson was working on Prince's variety of rajma, that is beans. Mass pedigree method was proposed by Harrington in 1937. Oldest method of selection is mass selection. Progeny test was developed by Louis D. Vilmorin. This is also known as Vilmorin isolation principle. Single seed descent method applied for the first time in oats in 1965 by Graffius. Term recurrent selection was coined by Hull in 1945. Use of synthetic variety for commercial cultivation was first suggested in maize by Hayes and Garber in 1990. Synthetic variety are maintained by open pollination. Synthetic variety can be developed from inbred clones and open pollinated varieties. General or basic concept in the development of synthetic variety is exploitation of hybrid vigor. Concept of disruptive mating and selection was developed by Mather in 1953 and Thode in 1958. Concept of diallele selective mating system was originally developed by Johnson in 1970. Heterosis is also known as hybrid vigor. Term heterosis was first used by Shull in 1914. Dominance theory was proposed by